thank you for watching my video. This is a lemon tree that I grew last year in lockdown. So it's probably about 8 months old now, and it's not very big. I think lemon trees are quite slow growing anyway. So basically this is something that I just did as an experiment. So I planted about 3 seeds. I grew 2 outdoors during the summer in pots, and I grew this one indoors, and I just wanted to see what would happen with the ones I grew outside, what would happen with the ones I grew indoors. So, and this seemed to do really well. It took a while to come out and everything, and yet it just seems to have not done very well, and it really hasn't grown much past this point. And I can see, and it's been doing this for a while now, the leaves are curling, there's discoloration, it's not very green, although the bottom leaves are coming through quite green. But it's really cool actually, because if you look at the stalk, it is like a little tree. And I really, just because I can't actually believe that I grew a lemon tree, so I really don't want it to die. And I love plants. I can't bear to throw any plants out. I always end up lumped with them and trying to save them because I just can't bear to throw them out. I think it's just really satisfying looking after a plant and I don't know, nurturing it, and probably even more so actually when it's not doing very well, once you kind of give it that love and care. There's just such a good feeling when you get a lot back from it. So I'm going to try and save my lemon tree by repotting it. So I made quite a few mistakes really, and I think I knew it, but I planted so many things during lockdown, and so my attention was kind of divided and I was a bit lazy. However, this is probably, some of you will know, this is a classic overpotting situation. So I've put this in a huge pot, which is far too big, and actually when I look underneath, and when you'll see, there's nowhere near enough drainage holes. And so I think what's actually happening, because it's actually wet a little bit underneath and I don't water it very often, so I think it's basically holding lots of moisture, and so I really don't know what condition the roots are going to be in. We'll just have to have a look. So really I need to get rid of all this soil that is basically probably creating a bog underneath. I need to get rid of all of that and put it in a smaller pot with lots more drainage holes. So that's what I'm going to do. And I've got this actual citrus compost that I'm going to use this time. I think this one is a John Innes, which I was kind of recommended, was okay for citrus trees, but I think they do still grow in quite poor conditions, lemon trees, but I want this one to thrive. I want it to be really green, and it doesn't seem to be doing very well now, so I need to do something. So I'm going to take off these pebbles, which are also quite ugly. I think I'll try something else later, so I'm just going to do this quickly. Flying everywhere. I'm also going to start feeding it, I think. Maybe in a month's time I might give it a rest after I've repotted it. It won't need feeding actually, because this will have food in it. I can't remember how long it's for, but this will feed it for a couple of weeks, I would say at least. And then I haven't fed it since I planted it, so it's going to need to start having a regular feed once the compost has run out. So let me just see, just bear with me while I try. And so a lot of the soil on the top is really quite dry. That's because the watering has been terrible. I'm scared to water it, I'm scared to not water it. It's just, yeah, the conditions need to change. Quite interesting to see what roots are actually here. Oh, wow. So there's actually quite a deep root under there. So I really hope I'm making the right choice by doing what I'm doing. I think I probably am. Let's just have a look. This is really interesting. And this is the whole reason. This is the whole reason why I just plant things, because I just find plants really fascinating. And I think sometimes if you don't quite do everything you think you should do, or if you just don't think about it too much and just do it, you end up getting quite interested, and it's quite addictive when you see what result you get afterwards. So let's have a look. It really, to be honest, it's just fun for me. Okay, please don't break, please don't break. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so we actually have a really long root there. wow, which I think looks healthy. Okay, so let's move that into some proper compost, and let's see. I think I've done this without damaging any roots, because the soil was actually quite dry, it seems to have just sort of crumbled away, which I think is probably, and I think what I probably will do, I will do an update on this so you can see how it progresses. For anybody who cares about my little lemon tree, I will probably move this outside once the weather gets better. I'll put it in a sheltered position first, just to warm it up to outside, and then hopefully it will thrive. You can also see it's kind of getting brown tips on the top there, so yeah, whatever that means, it's not a good sign. So let's have a look. Okay. So I think I'm going to choose this pot because it's a little bit bigger than the brown one. And actually, since the root does go so deep, I'm going to choose this one, and let's just see how this goes. So okay, I really need to get some gardening gloves, so bear with me a second. Okay, these are actually my washing up gloves, but my gardening gloves are outside. Anyway, this will do for now. So here we go. I'm going to get my hands dirty. I actually love getting my hands dirty, but apparently you're not supposed to not use gloves, so I have to remind myself to use gloves. Okay, let's just get some compost in the bottom there. Try not to breathe it in, yada yada. Right, let's see. Okay, I don't want to cram the root. As I said, I've never done this before, so yeah. I'm basically doing this video just for anybody who has fancied ever growing a lemon seed, and that's all it was. It was just a seed from a lemon from a supermarket. And you read lots of things online like it will never bear fruit, and you don't know what you're growing because it could be anything, and you know it's not going to be identical to the. But I didn't choose to grow it for the fruit or anything. I just wanted to grow something. And I don't care if it's just a nice green plant, that's fine by me. Because I can buy lemons any day from the shop, so that's fine. Right, let's get some compost around this. Okay. It's very cold at the moment in our house, so if I'm shivering, that's why. Okay, let's have a look. And I am hoping that when the weather picks up and it gets warm outside, that it's going to just love the sun, and it will hopefully bring on more growth. So I'm just going to kind of pat that around there and secure that in. Oh, and already I feel such a relief that I've actually repotted it, taken it out of that pot that I think was probably too big, and giving it some real decent compost. And now, because there's so many more drainage holes in this pot, I think the watering will be better. It will dry out quicker. Now I have this in a really big bright window. That's where I've been keeping it. That is on my landing, and it's a really big bright window, and my plants quite like it. I have a poinsettia on there at the moment, and among a few other things, and this, and it seems to have helped, but just as I said, with the other conditions not being great, it's just needed a rescue. So there you have it. There is my newly repotted, emergency repotted lemon tree, and I'll probably do an update video and let you all know how my little tree's getting on. And yeah, I'm also going to do this again this year. I'm going to try and plant, and I'd recommend for anybody that wants to do it, to plant a few seeds. You'll see that everywhere. People tell you to plant a few seeds, so because you never know, a lot of them won't grow, or some of them might be quite poor quality. So do a few, and then you're bound to get something. So there you have it. There's my lemon tree. So wish him luck, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.